Crypto.com, Crocoin holders, it looks like we are breaking down right now. We got to be talking about this. So without further ado, welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Anything I say in this video is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Let's hop into it. All right, guys, I want to start off here and show you Crocoin. We are rejecting off of the 15-cent price level on the daily time frame with a brutal wick to the upside first to trap all the bulls into thinking that we were starting to see continuation and flipping this level at 15 cents into support, and we rejected down, and now we're rejecting off this. Now, the real question is what comes next here? In the meantime, there is some opportunity. We'll talk about that here shortly, but I think that we're probably due to break down a bit further here. And if you look at like the daily, you see that the money flow is thick in the red, and it looks like it is trying to become larger. I will say that the momentum wave is looking to curl up here, and this could either curl up here or it could do something like this, where you curl down here and then you do like this and make a larger wave. But all in all here, because the red money flow is so thick and it looks like it's getting larger, but the momentum wave looks like it's getting ready to curl a little bit, I think that we're probably going to chop sideways a little bit longer here with a little bit of price action to the downside. Now, over on Twitter, follow me at 333 Blacksea. I say this type of volatility in short-term time frames is either the most dangerous leverage trading environment or the best for the experienced scalpers. Stay safe. And I really do mean that because, guys, like the way that Bitcoin is trading right now is so ping-pongy. It's very risky, very risky. And on the short-term time frames, it's happening so fast, okay? And you got to be careful if you're going to be trying to leverage trade. If you are, your best bet would be scalping. Now, it's not financial advice. I'm telling you guys how I'm viewing this market, what I'm doing. And right now, I am in a Crocoin short. I am about $300 in the profit, up about 178%. I've added to this position because I do think that we'll probably see this break down a bit more and reject off of 15 cents. I will create a stop loss. Like my liquidation right now is around 20 cents. I will definitely be out of this trade far before I would tap this level. I may even add a little bit more margin so that liquidation is above 212, because I do think that if we reject off of 15 cents, we probably are due to, unfortunately, guys, fulfill this wick and reject off of this and make our way down to about 9.5 cents. And now, does that have to play out? No, it does not. But is there a higher probability of that playing out when you get this rejection? Yes, there is. But I would say before we put the cart in front of the horse here, my first target would really be testing this area here around 13 cents. And then following that, the area here around 12 cents. I think those would be very important take profit areas. Now, if you guys do want to trade, you want to take advantage of this volatility, feel free to check out in the pinned comment section or description box below. BTCC has a 10% bonus on all deposits and up to 500x leverage if you want to do some of that high leverage scalping. And obviously, we have other fantastic sign bonuses to all the other exchanges. Guys, check them out. It's lucrative bonuses. They're affiliate links. That helps with this channel. It's a win-win for everybody, okay? Now, I will say, though, looking at this market right now, like if you are going to be leverage trading, you got to be watching those trades like a hawk, okay? You got to be watching them like a hawk, because this price action is no joke. 1 second, we're over $4,000, $4,100 Ethereum. Next second, we're at $3,800. 1 second, Bitcoin's over $115,000. Then all of a sudden, we're below $110K. Very, very ping-ponging price action. You look at Kronos right now, ranked 26, down 10.5% in the past 7 days, down 3% in the past 24 hours. And we're still sitting above a $5 billion market cap. But guys, like, I want you to take a look at this, all right, on Bitcoin. You know, over on Crow, we had a very similar wick like this to trap some bulls. I just showed that at the beginning of this video, this little baby wick. It's like a microcosm of the larger move on Bitcoin. And that's this move right here. We saw this large move to the upside, and it was really nice. Everyone's like, all right, I think we flushed out the shorts. We're time to go to the upside. Well, you know what I mean. We flushed out the longs. Now it's time to flush out the shorts, right? And really, we did that. They were liquidity grabs, but we came back down and retested the 200-day moving average. I don't like that. I don't like that on the daily. I think that there's a higher likely chance that we reject down the longer we stay on this level. One touch on it, it's fine, but the longer we stay over here, the likely that we'll see, dare I say, a death cross. That's what people like to call it. Not the golden cross, but the death cross. And when you see the lines, like when moving averages cross to the downside, usually you start to see this spill over and you see continuation to the downside, especially when you're talking about a 200-day moving average. And so I'm keeping that in the back of my mind now. Does that mean we have to break down here? Does that mean that we're in the bear market? No, it doesn't, but it brings more caution to my trading strategy. It makes me think a little bit more about this. I longed off of this tap of the 200-day moving average on Bitcoin. I'm stopped out now because we wicked all the way up here, and I was aiming for 116,000, and we didn't quite get there. We got to 114,000, right about there, which, in my opinion, if we break down lower here, that was a beautiful bounce, trap the bulls, higher low, lower high, setting us up for a further breakdown of the downside. Now, that's just what I'm seeing. I'm talking about the different possibilities here, but all in all, guys, I'm a little bit cautious here in the short term. I'm telling you guys how I'm viewing this market. I do think that we can see a bounce. I think it's possible, but if we break below the 200-day moving average on Bitcoin and we stay below it for a few days, starts to bleed over into the higher term time frames, I get a little bit bearish on altcoins, guys. I know that you don't want to hear that, but I don't want to be leading you guys to the slaughter. I want to be telling you guys how I'm viewing this market and my thesis on it. I do think that Q4 can be bullish. I do think that altcoin season can come, but that doesn't mean we can't have red days. It doesn't mean we can't have red weeks leading up to that. But that's all I got, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel now. Check out all his awesome affiliate links down below, and I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.